They do a couple different ways to upload pictures to DiscoverLife to the B Lab folder. And we'll start with a program that you'll need to download called WinSkip. Maybe pronounced a different way, but see it right there. It's free. It's an app. You should be able to download it at any time. And it's got a split screen. First, so on the left-hand side here is your computer, mine showing downloads. And on the right will be some external folder space on a server, in this case, DiscoverLife. So we have that set up already. I have it listed here as upload identity and picture files. So that the only thing you really need to know here is the password, which I'm not going to give out over this video, and but you can get from me or Claire. And then the host name is where the folders are going to be. So it's upload.discoverlife.org. The rest is the port and the file profile are the standard ones that come up with a new listing on WinSkip, and the username will be Drogi, and we will go ahead. I'm going to type this in. Or did I type it in? Why am I not being able to type into this is odd. Can type there. Should be able to. Oh, you know what? You're right. So never mind. I have it set up so that the password isn't automatic. So if I do log in and continue, it now asks for my password. So now I'm typing it in. It's good to know. Other people will make that same mistake probably. You can on WinSkip add it so it's a default password. I guess it's not recommended for safety reasons, but I don't see a whole lot of people trying to get into this folder. So here is the DiscoverLife default folder. So it's defaulting to the Drogi, and you'll see there's two Drogi folder sections up here. Was added automatically in that initial screen, so you don't have to do anything more, but that's where it's going to land. And you can move around in the system, but I don't think you really need to. You'll see this information down here is information about folders and files that we use to upload our whole database, so you're going to want to ignore that and certainly not delete or add things to there. You're going to place images that you have that you want to upload into this folder here. So over here, we are in, just happens to be my downloads folder. We can change it to anything we want, and you can change it to anything you want, wherever you keep your pictures. There is a naming convention, which we'll go over, but I just have a test file here, so I'd be sure not to get confused later on with a real photo. So I can delete it later. And you can see you just drag and drop it into the images folder. We go to the images folder. You see, it's the only thing there. What's going to happen is overnight, the DiscoverLife system will grab that picture and upload it to the DiscoverLife system into the Drogi Sam Drogi underscore or Sam underscore Drogi. I'm not sure how it's displayed section for photos. In this particular case, this is a poor wording for the pictures, and we'll show you more about wording in a second, but it should be genus, species, comma, and then after that, almost anything we want. But this is just a test. So that's in there. You have nothing. You have to do nothing else. You can just leave that there, and it will get uploaded automatically. But I'm going to get rid of it right now because I don't really want that to be uploaded. And I'm going to say no. I'm just going to, oops, didn't get rid of it. Oh, I think it just copies. You can't use cut in this one. And I'll say no. I'm going to, if you want to get rid of something, you have to delete it. And I'm deleting in the replace mode. So I need to highlight it delete it. Yes, I want to delete that. Now it's gone. Okay, so that's the totality of using that system for uploading pictures. The good thing here is you can put into the images folder, and you go one down into this. You can drag as many pictures as you want in there, and it will batch them up for you. You don't have to do anything else, and it will go automatically into the pictures section for Sam_Drogi. Okay, so we're done. So I'm going to exit this system. The other way is a one-at-a-time system that's available when you load into DiscoverLife. So we're just going to go to DiscoverLife itself. Here's the page. This is generally available at the top almost anywhere in the DiscoverLife system. I'm going to click on albums in this case, because officially we're dropping pictures into an album. I'm going to click on D because there's lots of people with albums, and you can see it's highlighted because I use it all the time. There's this is going to be listed as Sam_Drogi, but you can also see there's two. So you want these Sam and friends. You guys are friends, so you'll be using this one, and this one is all my moth pictures, completely separate project. When I click on edit, if you clicked on this, you just view things. You want to click here because you're actually going to be doing something. Okay, so it doesn't matter a whole lot. You do have to put in some sort of name here. It could be mine, it could be yours. This is important. I'm going to use my USGS, or I believe the Yahoo account, and then I will give you the password to use here. So I will not list it out loud. And then we're going to hit submit. Good, say saved. So up here it gives you a positive feedback saying it did do something. Now we can make additions. So we'll talk about this in a general way, but right now we just want to click on add new ID. Pick sometimes has different kinds of terminology. Add new ID basically means I'm adding a new picture. Okay, so you can see it's about the same thing, but up here it says upload file, and we're going to go ahead and click on that. Here is the information. It's just parsed from the same place. You don't need to do any changes here, even though it looks like maybe you should. It's all the stuff you've already entered in. Really, the only thing you're going to be doing is choosing a file. It won't let you do multiples, and then you're going to come back and click submit. So let's look at this one. I'm going to rename it using the right protocol. Andrina Becky, and the reason mail prayer. You can put anything you want after the comma. The reason to have that protocol is then this picture will automatically be associated with that species, Andrina rudbeckiae, without you having to do anything. And that's going to be useful. So there's our picture. I'm going to get out of it so that it's acknowledged. And theoretically, I now have it there. It exists. So I'll hit submit, and it's going to dump it into, I have no idea why all this is here. It seems unnecessary, but it shows up pretty much every time and doesn't give me any warning, which is something that DiscoverLife will do if something bad has happened. Okay, so we can see the picture over here. We can see the name got dumped in, and we can see there's a date for when it was uploaded, and nothing else is listed. So there's ways, if people wanted to make a whole bunch of changes, but we're going to show that in the next video, to these categories. You can also type them in one at a time. So if you want any of this information to show in association with the picture, you can add it in now. If you're satisfied with, I have this picture, I don't really need to have any copyright on it, that's good. Usually, though, you would put in where the picture came from. That's just good sort of practice so that they get acknowledged. And then if there's anything that someone who wants to use that picture needs to know, they can try and get back to that person. Otherwise, the rest of this stuff is completely not necessary for the kinds of things we're going to do in the guides. So at this point, you would, if there are any other changes you make them, you just hit submit again. Note that the passwords and everything have been retained. It says saved. Look over here, you see it's added one thing, it's added a -9. That -9 simply indicates this picture is not showing anywhere. That's the default. Whenever a picture is uploaded, it doesn't show. We're gonna, in a second video, we're gonna show you how to manipulate this and make some changes. Other than that, that's it. You would go to add new ID and do the process again to add up another picture one at a time. If you have lots of pictures, better way to go, WinSkip. That's it. Thanks.